Picked a bad time. Lost friend.
hail, friend. It's good to see another merry soul enjoying this fine day. Ah, but you look tired. Come, share a bottle of hunting brew mead with me. You've never had a taste of sweet hunting brew? Why, it's only the finest mead outside of Sovngarde. Its sweetness is like a fair maiden's kiss on a starry night. But enough talk. Come, won't you share a drink with me and my companions? Ah, nothing like fine spirits to help raise your spirits. Cheers, my friend. May your adventures find you fame and fortune. Yeah? Need something?
Yes?
Need something? Oh, thank goodness. I've been wandering alone for so long, I thought I'd never see another soul again. I was kidnapped by these bandits. I managed to pick the lock and slip out while the guard slept, but now I'm completely lost. Can you help me, please? Oh, thank you. But I should be fine now that you've shown me the way. But those bandits have to be stopped. They're at Mistwatch. Here, let me show you on your map. If you can stop them, you'll be a true hero.
Good afternoon.
Come to chat with an old woman, Do your good deed for the day?
Wait, I know you.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone is obsessed with death.
What are you doing that for? If you need potions, you should try Arcadia's Cauldron. Trouble?
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a hop. Everything's for sale, my friend. I'll take your money, but I make no promises of a large return on your investment. These are troubled times, after all. Ah, the sound of clinking coins. Even better, the sound of clinking coins in my hand. Take a look. do come back.
I have a lot of respect for the Restoration School. Skyrim could use more healers.
Chops and steaks.
Yes? Need a ride? I can take you to... Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. You ever met one of them cats? Khajiit, I think they called themselves. I hear this whole...
Wait, I know you.
Stay away from the Oratino residence. The place is cursed.
Don't think you can barter with me like I'm one of them.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us. I'm not sure you belong here, friend.
I remember you. You were at Helgen with us. Come to join the war. Speak with Galmar. He handles the new recruits. I'm sorry to hear that. If you change your mind, speak with Galmar. What does bring you to me? The Imperials have already dug into Whiterun. We're wrested from them soon enough. We must. Its central position is key. I'm not sure why Tullius is wasting his time trying to take Winterhold from us. But if he wants to throw his men away, I'll gladly accept that gift. We're fighting because we're done bleeding for an empire that won't bleed for us. Untold numbers of Nords died defending the empire against the Dominion. And for what? Skyrim being sold to the Thalmor so the Emperor could keep his throne. We're fighting because our own Jarls, once strong, wise men, have become fearful and blind to the people's suffering. We're fighting because Skyrim needs heroes, and there's no one else but us. I killed Toruk to prove our wretched condition. How is the High King supposed to be the defender of Skyrim if he can't even defend himself? Indeed, Elisif has become Jarl of Solitude. Historically and conveniently home of the High King, backed by Imperial interests. But the Moot has not yet met to name her High Queen. And they won't. Not as long as I have any say in it. There hasn't been a true High King in Skyrim for generations. For too long, he's been handpicked by the Emperor, and given emphatic nods by milk-drinking Jarls addicted to Imperial coin. It's time we had a real High King, one of our own making. My father, the Great Bear of Eastmarch, died during my imprisonment after the Markarth incident. I, his only son, forced to deliver his eulogy via letter I had smuggled out of prison, such is the love of Titus meat for his subjects. When finally set free, I returned to Windhelm and was greeted by a city in mourning, at one with my own grief and anger, clamoring in angry voices, calling out for justice, for war. They sat me on the throne of Ysgramor, the throne of my father. I only hope I can prove worthy of that honor. Not entirely true, though not entirely false either. Any Nord can learn the way of the voice by studying with the Greybeards, given enough ambition and dedication. My shouting Toruk to the ground proved he had neither. However, it was my sword piercing his heart that killed him. It's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want? I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course, and the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still delicate. Not all the Jarls are fully committed to supporting me as High King. I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself will be there. Alduin, the world eater of song and legend. If that's true, well, it changes the situation, doesn't it? Even Tullius may be forced to talk sense in the face of such a threat. Yes, I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on the White Run.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
Fus Roda!
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Volgruff a stronger message?
If by...
Wait, I know you. The Greybeards have called a peace council at High Hrothgar. And can you believe it?
Need a ride? I can take you to any of the hold. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. I might have to stop and get myself a pint at Blackbriar Mead while I'm in Riften. Almost worth the trip all by itself.
Tidings.
My food is the best in all of Skyrim. Always as fresh.
You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
Spare a septum.
All meat.
Maybe you should look for work instead of begging for coin.
Protect yourself right.
Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision. Thank you. I'll be sure to put it to good use. Return any time. You're quite welcome here.
Working at the Riften Fishery is tough, but it puts some coin in my pocket.
Please. I don't have anything to eat.
Welcome to the Pond Prawn. Come on in, take a look around. Welcome to the Pond Prawn. What can I do for you? Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision. Thank you. I'll be sure to put it to good use. Take a look. All right, then.
Sorry about the mess. Keeping this place clean is quite a chore.
Oh, it's you. Come to extort more from me? This heap of matchsticks is what everyone calls Helga's bunkhouse. Can you stay here? The bunkhouse is for the working man, not some sort of luxury inn for tourists. Of course not. You expect me to take care of it by myself? My niece Svana helps me with the chores. She'd be more help if she kept her head out of the clouds. She's been with me ever since her parents were killed by bandits and she was dropped in my lap. I don't know why I bother.
Oh, did you need something? Work? I suppose you can call it that. I call it slavery. I work my fingers to the bone keeping this disgusting place clean. Ever since my parents died and Helga took me in, it's been a nightmare. How was I to know she was such a wretched woman? So now I'm stuck living here, while those pigs she calls customers grope me and say the most awful things. It's not just the work, it's everything about her. She's disgusting. I think she takes her worship of Dibella a bit too seriously. Do you know she's slept with 3 different men in the last month alone? What kind of woman would do such a thing? Just for once, I'd like to see her squirm, to rub her nose in it. Actually, there is, but I don't think I could get away with doing it. She'd kill me if she found out. You see, I happen to know, after she makes love, she gives her partner a token of her affection, called a Mark of Dibella. If you confront her with 3 of the marks, she'd be so embarrassed. Well, I don't know what she'd do. Oh, this is going to be great! You need to get the marks of Dibella from Boli, Hofgrir, and Indaren. Not sure how you're going to do that, but try your best. Then just confront Helga with them, and the rest works itself out. Try and get those marks without violence, please. I don't want to be responsible for their deaths. Or yours.
Oh, it's you. Come to extort more from me?
Any luck getting the marks from those men? Sorry about the mess. Keeping this place clean is quite a chore.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka. All meats guaranteed.
New in town, eh? Here for the fishing, I guess. There's nothing like fishing on Lake Onrek. You should try it some. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'd never sleep with anyone besides my good wife, Drifa.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Look, it was one night, okay? I think she slipped something in my drink. I haven't even been back to the bunkhouse since. Just take this damn thing. I never want to see it again. Remember to give at the temple. If you're hungry,
Protect
Marie
yourself
sells
right.
fresh
Buy
fish.
armor from
Caught by
Grelka.
yours truly.
Visiting Riften? All are welcome at the Temple of Mara.
Hey, don't look at me that way. Who are you to judge me? So what if I have a problem? I know how to deal with it.
Welcome. Allow me to recommend the Blackbriar Mead, the purest brew in all of Skyrim.
I'm the brewmaster around here. What did you want? I'm quite busy. Maven Blackbriar wants me to keep the mead flowing, and that's what I aim to do despite all these lazy good-for-nothings that work for us. Ever since I took over as the foreman, the production of our mead has never been more profitable. And if the meadery is profitable, I'll get rich. Get the picture? You're crazy. How dare you make such an accusation? If word gets around that I bedded her, they'll lose all respect for me at the meadery. Take the mark if you want it. It's not worth all this hassle anyway. Good. Now maybe I can get back to work.
Do you know what Andaran told me? He said if I'm late one more time, he'll kick me right out the door.
That swit. One day he'll regret pushing all of us around.
What do you mean?
All I'm saying...
Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you much right now. I'm currently in mourning.
Hard.
Take a look. Come back and see us again. Serve only the best. What do you need? Take a look. Back and see us again.
What brings you to Balamut today? Repair? Purchase?
If you're looking for a handout, you want to speak with my husband. Feel free to ask me anything you like. Buy some armor and live to tell about
Nothing like the smell of a white-hot blade.
What do you mean?
Good to see you again, friend.
Sorry, lass. I've got important things to do. We'll
Out
speak
with it.
another time.
Amazing what people leave laying around for us to take, isn't it? Okay, what'll it be? Hey, where do you think you're going? We have work to do.
Something I can help
Hey,
with? Or
how's
do you
it
just
going?
want to talk?
Pickpocket training?
Talos bless you, my child. Blessings of Talos upon you.
Visiting Riften? All are welcome in the Temple of Moon.
Working at the Riften fishery is tough. Well, they put some coin.
Too lazy to walk, eh? Well, you found the right place. Got horses that need shoeing, so make it quick. Huh? What are you talking about? I don't even know what that is. Look, you must have me confused with someone else. I don't want a bad reputation in Riften, but Helga's out of control. She wanted to try it in the stables, so I said yes. If you want the mark that badly, then go ahead and take it. All right then.
My food is the best in all of Skyrim.
Oh, it's you.
Always as
Come to
fresh
extort
as the
more
day
from
was
me?
collected.
What? How? Where did you get
Vegetables as
these?
crisp as a winter's
No,
morning.
don't tell me. I don't want to know. Look, we need to keep this quiet. If word got out that I'm practicing my Debellan arts in Riften, they'll run me out of town. Here, take this and don't mention a word of this to anyone, especially
All meats
Svanna.
guaranteed, clean and free from rock joint.
I don't know why I bother.
Any luck getting the marks from those men? Oh, I know. Isn't it wonderful? I bet she squirmed like a skeever when you pulled them out of your pocket. I think things are going to be a lot different around here from now on. And I have you to thank for it. Here, I want you to have this. It was my father's, but I'm certain you'll put it to good use. Sure, leave. Not like you care anyway. It's a fine day with you around.
Greetings, sister. You look weary.
Don't cross me, elf.
here's one more thing. We know about Parthenax. That's fine. We needed his help. Now we don't. And it's long past time for him to pay for his crimes. And he's not just any dragon. He was the right hand of Alduin. He committed atrocities so infamous they are still remembered thousands of years later. He needs to die. He deserves to die. And it falls to you until he's dead. Well, I'm sorry, but we would dishonor our oaths as blades if we continued to help you. Make your choice, Dragonborn. You're either with us or against us. Here's the big picture. He helped Alduin enslave our ancestors. He may have betrayed Alduin in the end, but that we can't afford to give Parthenax the opportunity to betray us in turn and return to his old master.
We must succeed here today.
So, you've done it. The men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters. Peace? I doubt it. They may put their weapons down for a moment, but only to gather strength for the next bloodletting. They are not yet tired of war. Far from it. Do you know the ancient Nord word for war? Season unending. And so it has proved. But regrets are pointless. Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim. Take your seat, and we can begin.
So, Arngeir, is it? You know why we're here. Are you going to let us in or not?
You are not invited here. You're not welcome here.
We have as much right to be at this council as all of you. More, actually, since we were the ones that put the Dragonborn on this path.
Were you? Hubris of the Blades truly knows no bounds.
Delphine, we're not here to rehearse old grudges. The matter at hand is urgent. Alduin must be stopped. You wouldn't have called this council if you didn't agree. We know a great deal about the situation and the threat that Alduin poses to us all. You need us here if you want this council to succeed.
Very well. You may enter.
And so we meet again. But this time I know who and what you really are. I'll give you credit for boldness, but associating yourself with the Blades is a choice you will come to regret.
If you can arrange an end to the fighting, Dragon's Reach is at your disposal.
Is everyone here? Let's get this started.
I'm here because it's required of me. But there's nothing to be gained by talking to that murderer.
I'm glad I finally got a chance to see this place.
Dovahkiin. We all...
When has any good ever come from talking to the Empire?
I never thought I'd ever willingly stand in the same room with Tullius again. At least not without a weapon in my hand.
Take your
What are we
seat.
waiting for?
We can begin. We must succeed here today. Take your seat, and we can begin. We all wait upon you, Dragonborn. Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here
No.
in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? You're Chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here, here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Izmir's beard, the nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that I would sit down at the same table with that Thalmor bitch. Either she walks or I do. I'm glad we agree on this.
Very well, Ulfric. Enjoy your petty victory. The Thalmor will treat with whatever government rules Skyrim. We would not think of interfering in your civil war.
Ha! Skyrim will never bow to the Thalmor. Unlike your Imperial friends here.
You're lucky I respect the Greybeard's counsel, Galmar.
Legate, we represent the Emperor here.
Sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be able to resist.
A temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hope to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely out of character.
Want in return?
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough! First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth. The rift would help secure our communications with Cyrodiil and threaten Ulfric's southern flank.
The Dragonborn has spoken, Tullius. Markarth will be ours. Now we'll see if there's anything behind your talk of good faith.
You disappoint me, Dragonborn. I accepted your invitation on trust in your good name. But it seems you intend to favor Ulfric. I can see now that this is not a negotiation at all. I know you, Ulfric. If I hand over Markarth, you'll be ready with a new demand. You'll never defeat the Empire, and you know it. But you're willing to sacrifice thousands for your own selfish ambition. Soon enough, I'll have you back under the headsman's axe, and this time there won't be any dragon to save you.
As always, the Empire's fine words are worth nothing.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
I don't know about the end of the world, but this dragon situation has gotten out of hand. If this truce will help the Dragonborn here put an end to that menace, we both gain. Remember that, Ulfric. Now, back to the matter at hand. You know as well as I do that we can't hand over Markarth on these terms.
Show us bones. Where will these demands end?
Let's hear it.
We want compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten.
You slaughtered the very people you claim to be fighting for. True sons of Skyrim would never do such things.
Damned Imperial lies. My men would never stoop to such methods, even in retaliation for your butchery at...
All the blood spilled in this war is on your head.
So, Dragonborn, what do you say? Well said. For once you'll actually pay for your crimes. I suppose that's the fairest deal we're likely to get.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces, Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thangvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. The Stormcloaks will withdraw from the rift, allowing Imperial troops unhindered access. Jarl Leila Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften. The Stormcloaks will pay appropriate compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten. You both agree to this?
The Sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about you, Elisif? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up. I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Come on, Galmar. We have a lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn.
I don't much like this truce. Feels like
I'm counting on you to make this all worthwhile.
With the dragon.
We're counting on you to make this all worthwhile.
Yes. I'm ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap.
But the difficulty remains, how to lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach at all.
I hope this truce gives you what you
that's an
need.
excellent question.
It won't
You
last.
haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
Ah, I believe I can be of help here. I anticipated the problem. While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temp, an unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew. Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up. Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power, shouts. By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you wherever he might be. He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge. Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue this dragon after your victory over Alduin. I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigating your call. Ah, indeed. I'm no master of voice, like these worthy gentlemen. Oda Ving, winged snow hunter, as I read it.
I hope this truce gives you what you need. It won't last.
I'm glad you were able to
That
negotiate.
could have gone
Did you need
worse.
something?
But I
Now
don't
it's up to
trust
you
Alfred.
to deliver.
He'll break his word as soon as it suits him.
Very good.
Do the right thing. Parthenax deserves. We have nothing to talk about until Parthenax is dead.
You'll have to speak up. I'm a little deaf. Novakin.
I hope this truce
Did you
gives
say
what
something?
need.
Justice
It won't last.
can be harsh, but it is still justice. Parthenax was the author of many atrocities during the Dragon War. Crimes great enough. True, he turned traitor to Alduin. Whether or not he has truly repented or merely acted to save himself, justice demands that he...
Look! Bakur! Look! Bakur! Ugh! Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Look! Bakur! Look! Yeah.
Dremyolok, greetings. Speak, I will listen. The Blades are wise not to trust me. Onikan Niov. I would not trust another Dova. Dov Walan Farel. We were made to dominate. The will to power is in our blood. You feel it in yourself, do you not? I can be trusted. I know this, but they do not. Onikan Niov Dova. It is always wise to mistrust a Dova. I have overcome my nature only through meditation and long study of the way of the voice. No day goes by where I am not tempted to return to my inborn nature. Zingriforvut se suyech. What is better, to be born good through great effort? Odaving will come to your challenge. Bozik, Krillot, he will not be able to resist your call. From the hill of the Dova itself, he will come. Speak. I will listen. Sum Ark Mora.
Fine! Yeah. Fine! Yeah.
You did well here today. Now you see why I've warned you against them bloodthirsty barbarians. Yes, but understand, during the days of Alduin's rule, all dragons were his allies. There was nothing else they could be. If not for Paarthurnax, Alduin could not have been overthrown. It was he that first taught men to use the Thu'um. Kynareth has placed the voice of wisdom within you, Dragonborn. All you need do is learn to listen to it, and your path will be clear. Guide you.
Yes? Mm-hmm.